Could you please repeat your answer?
I was scared. Whoever was inside my apartment was gonna kill me. And I'm sorry. I have to live with that every single day that I heard.
Abject, non-responsive. Sustained.
Now that you know, you found out when you came around that counter and shot an innocent man. How do you feel about that?
No police officer ever would want to hurt an innocent person.
Certainly one of the more on what the attorney did there with withholding the duty weapon and asking her the questions. What did you think of that?
I mean, I think he was just trying to get out her emotion a lot, of course, and basically put everyone into that moment. Exactly what were you going through? Why did you do what you did? What were you feeling? And that's when she came out with the tears. It's very emotional. You know, the jury, although they're not supposed to, they're going to feel that emotion and try to put themselves in that position. If it were me, what would I have done? And this is what she did at that point in time.
Sure. I thought all of the demonstrative efforts were just outstanding in that direct examination, and we're going to break it down even further right after this. Olu, you're going to stay with us. Conley, we want you to stay with us at home. What a day it has been in the Amber Geiger trial happening right now in Dallas, Texas. Coming up in just a moment, our legal correspondent Chanley Painter will be talking with us and what exactly the victim's family is doing to show their support for him. We're going to break that all down and much more right after this.
3 p.m. and at 10:02 p.m., you sent text messages to Mark Rivera.
Yes, I did.
Text messages that would have required you to have put the phone in a place where you can see it, and you used your fingers to write out the words, "I need you, hurry, ... right?
I don't remember how many hands I used.
But you texted Mr. Rivera using your hands.
Yes, I did.
And as you were doing that, you were unable to give Mr. Jean your full attention, the attention that he deserved.
Yes, I did.
And then you made the choice to do that a second time. Isn't that true?
Yes, sir.
All right, so at both of those times, you put your needs and your wants over his.
I still cared about him.
Did you put your needs and your wants over him when you decided to do that?
No, sir.
There you see it in that line of questioning. Prosecutor Jason Herm is trying to paint the defendant as someone very selfish, putting her own needs before both of Jean's, the night that she shot and killed him in his own apartment building. Welcome back to Court TV Live. Thank you so much for being with us on this Friday. And what a red doormat that was in front of his unit and not in front of hers, opening the door. A few things that we learned and got some clarifications, and this came on direct examination. Her attorney doing an outstanding job having her demonstrate and really show the jury what happened that night, and showed her, had her step out of the witness box, something that bothered the prosecutor, by the way. If you noticed a couple times, he was objecting, trying to say, if you're done with this questioning, go back in the box and sit down. But that was a smart move on her attorney to take her out of the box and have her carry her equipment on her left arm, just like she was that night, and using her right arm to open the door. And she talked about how the doors were sometimes difficult. It wasn't unusual to have problems with the way you turn the key and the problems with things latching. And she heard the noises first, believed there was an intruder inside of her apartment. So she was essentially drawing her duty weapon as she was going in and opening up that door. And according to Amber Geiger, she gave him commands. She said she yelled loudly, "Let me see your hands, let me see your hands." And she also testified that the victim, Botham Jean, was yelling, "Hey, hey, hey," back at her too.